you're asking for it. You know, you want it. You want the reparations. So, in what ways are you gonna help yourself with it?
Any way we want to, but as a non-FBA who's not even a citizen, how is that your concern?
I'm just saying, because most of you do demand it, so I'm just saying, I'm just wondering.
Right. That's just a very strange question coming from a non-FBA person who comes from an immigrant background, ma'am. Are you even in the United States, ma'am?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, how do you spend the money that you got when you got over here, the tax dollars that we used to fund you? How did you spend the money?
Well, be specific. What do you mean?
Okay, meaning when you came over here, there was tax dollars from Foundational Black Americans and other people that help you.
Well, I spent it through my life reasons, my livestock, my everything, you know, college, school, everything, you know. How would you think that will be beneficial by demanding reparation?
Same way. Foundational Black Americans can spend that money on college, school, all that other stuff. Same thing.
What's up, and welcome to Delightful D News and Views. I'm your host, DJ. Reparations are an emotional and important issue to foundational Black Americans, but many Africans who now call America home are firmly against African Americans receiving payment for enslavement. But why? Watch until the end, because I'm going to tell you how Africans don't mind reparations being paid out unless it's for Black Americans. Before we do that, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and put a like on the video and subscribe. First, let's deal with why it's problematic that Africans who make their new home in America are so vocal about being against reparations for African Americans. Now, you heard the young African woman at the beginning of the video and how she questioned Tariq Nasheed repeatedly about how African Americans would use this money. And I want you to take a moment and suspend reality and ask yourself, could you imagine her questioning any other race of people the way that she questioned Tariq Nasheed? Would that woman have gotten on a panel or a radio show and questioned a person of Israeli descent about the reparations that they received? Would she ask a person from one of the indigenous tribes here in America about what they would do with money that was afforded to them because of what they went through? You and I both know the answer to that, and the answer is no. Whenever we see Africans in their host countries, we see them being very respectful of their surroundings and the issues that are presently happening. For example, when we hear about what's happening to Africans in Dubai or Saudi Arabia, where they are treated very poorly, or Italy or Sweden, we see that Africans are doing their best to blend into the larger society and not impose their thought process on the society. However, when Africans come to America, they are exceedingly comfortable with criticizing and speaking on issues that relate specifically to African Americans, and that is problematic. Here's why it looks like Africans only have an issue with reparations when it comes to African Americans. Did you know that there are several African countries that have paid reparations to different factions of their own people? They are as follows: South Africa, Sierra Leone. Let's learn a little bit more about this. I'm reading from the article, What the U.S. Can Learn from Africa About Slavery Reparations. And it goes, In South Africa, Nelson Mandela and his ruling political party, the African National Congress, created a Truth and Reconciliation Commission in 1995 upon coming to power. The commission investigated human rights crimes during nearly 5 decades of apartheid, the system of legislation that upheld segregationist laws and perpetuated racist violence. The commission established a reparations program, recommending that the victims receive roughly $3,500 US over 6 years. Around the same time, Sierra Leone undertook a similar effort to confront the aftermath of its 10-year civil war. It recommended pensions, free health care, and education benefits for amputees, those severely wounded, those widowed, etc. Sierra Leone governments long ignored these recommendations, but in 2008, pressure from the country's largest survivor organization and a $3.5 million grant restarted reparation efforts. Has anyone heard of Africans being upset that South Africans received reparations or that Sierra Leoneans received reparations? Has anyone seen Africans going on national television shows in their respective countries to talk about how an entirely separate group of people don't deserve reparations in those countries? No. So then why would it be okay for Africans to come to America and perpetuate that to African Americans? I have a theory on why it's so popular for Africans to say these talking points, and I have to say it's not a good look. Let's talk about solutions, because on this channel, we're here to discuss the problem and put forth ideas. My opinion is that out of respect, our African brothers and sisters need to begin to sit out these conversations on reparations and defer to African Americans. It was not their experience, and it's not okay for them to speak on it. Just like I can't go to Nigeria or Cameroon and speak on the issues that impact Nigerians and Cameroonians. Our African brothers and sisters can do a lot of good by simply refraining from always sharing their thoughts on something that does not impact them. What do you think is the solution? Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next video.